when last we left off, we got to the Headhunter village here and died. Oh, that sucks you. Hopefully we'll be able to this time though, yeah? This is essentially text-based. It's just, you know, it's got a nice graphical interface, but it's basically the same as it was before. The only thing that has changed quite a bit is the combat. Well, I've got to deal with that. Now, I was tempted to go back and redo a choice back here, which halved our stamina, because we felt the noxious air around us of you know the of this place that we are, the hills, whatever the hills, and you guys elected to cover your face to try and not breathe it, but that didn't work, and so it halved our stamina, and that's quite a big sort of like thing. So I was going to go back and redo that, and I did, and I chose a different thing, and the same thing happened. So I know I'll switch. I know. I just said that. So yeah, you always lose 2 stamina there. Yeah, it gets the illusion of choice does happen quite a lot in this series. I have noticed. So I redid everything as far as I could tell to the best of my abilities. How you guys chose until we got to here. So we've got a flower in our backpack. Well, you gotta travel otherwise. You don't go anywhere, do you? So, and we're going to get to the beyond the flowers. Yeah, but this you'll say it's like a Telltale game, but this was based on a book with a limited number of paragraphs within it. You know, modern games don't have that restriction, yet it still happens. You don't lose 10 stamina if you quit out the game. That is true. Narame is here. So Narame has kindly volunteered to take care of the voting this week, or at least do our best to. Nor did an excellent job last time, so no pressure. That hasn't worked. It's Paul new, not new. There you go. Do another test. There we go. Alright then. That's basically it. So it's Paul new, and then a space, and then the title of the test, and then the choices behind it. Yeah, you can still vote. Absolutely. Yeah, you can still vote. Yes, Shadowhawk. Okay, so we have just picked up a field. Oh well, I can look at the I can look at the result myself. That's fine. You don't have to. Although, yeah, there you go. You can do that if you want. Yeah, because then it'll be on the VOD up here for people. Okay, so if we're ready, I shall begin, and we'll see if we can do this any different. So, everyone, as you descend, you pass a clearing. Save point to stop, perhaps? Eat some provisions, or keep going. Now, I think provisions only... Well, I don't know. They might actually restore some stamina. I can't remember. Hi, Shelly. No, we didn't. No, there's one more session left. I know I said that last time. This time it's true. I've also put some music on in the background. To just add some little music type thing in the background. Let me go if you guys like it and stuff. Should just be ambient scariness. Okay, we have a vote. Let's see. Should we stay or should we go? Song in there somewhere. Also trying to place all these this musical pieces because I do recognise a lot of them. The sort of music that's in the background that's not really music, even though it is. So it's like, well, I know what game this is from, but I never really paid attention. Okay, so eat, 6 votes. Or go is fine. So we're going to eat some provisions. Okay. Settle down, open your backpack and get a quantity of cheese and bread. Steering makes for a good spot because you can see anything approaching. Then, sure enough, a flock of wood gulls flies up into the air nearby. Do you want to pack up and move on, or would you like to stay and finish eating? Uh-oh. Oh. Don't rush, it's fine, Narmer. I know you're trying to keep pace, but really, it's a nice, you know, I can talk and blabber on while you're, come on, just try it. Come on. Stop rushing, okay? Think about what you're doing. Although I don't know why that didn't work. No, because you got to put three things, and you know you gotta stop rushing. There we go. What was the difference there? There you go. Oh yeah, I know what it was. Okay, there you go. Just getting the formatting right. Sorry, everyone. Thank you, Allsweat. You can do it next week if you want. No, don't worry about it. You know, I mean, you're volunteering for this. I'm not paying you for anything. So I can't really say you're not doing it right. Okay, pack up or stay. Alright, stay and finish eating. I don't know what significance this has, so stay and finish eating. You aren't afraid of any birds, you stay put and bite into your bread. There's a sudden sharp pain in your leg. Nothing to do with the birds, they're circling overhead, calling to each other in panic. You want to look at your leg? Or get out of the clearing, quickly. Yes. Because I guess you'll just have that in clipboard and then you'll just edit the bits that you need. So, you aren't afraid of any birds. The birds were overhead, calling to each other in panic as you feel a sudden sharp pain in your leg. Look at leg. These are all really close, guys. These are all really close. Look at your leg. You look down to see a small feather sticking out of your thigh. Not a woodgull feather either, but something shorter and darker. Pulling it clear reveals a sharpened thorn tip. The birds overhead are screaming and whooping. You realise now they did not lift to come after your food, but rather because they were startled by something else. A figure in the trees, squat and short and holding a blowpipe. Attack him or run for it. I guess the longer paragraphs help you, because then you have more time to write the... Yeah. I'll just try and read a little bit slower as well. I know what this is going to be, guys. I know exactly what this is going to be. Attack or run for it. Right, I'm going to attack him. Okay, so you struggle to your feet, but the whole world is spinning. The birds overhead are making a terrific racket. The man has emerged from the trees. He carries a blowpipe in one hand and a long curved knife in the other. Curse him or run? See, curse him's not really like a really good action, because you can curse him and run. You could do both, really, couldn't you? Yeah, you could curse magic, of course. Curse could be a spell, but kind of a weird way of saying that, isn't it? Curse! Fine. We're going to curse him. Maybe it is a spell. No. You howl a curse before you fall, hit the ground, and everything goes black. What is your fate? You had a button and spike. Your adventure is at an end. Brilliant! Brilliant. Okay, that's another death. That is another death. All right, let's just go back. I'm going to take command over this a little bit, if you don't mind. Let's just see. All right then. So we're going to pick a flower, keep moving, go to beyond the flowers. Let's just see if we can like get through this a little bit. So we'll eat some provisions, like I say, then we'll back up and move on. Turn to the path. Through the field. Alright, and then we get to here. You continue. No vote for this. No vote for this. Please. I'll tell you when to resume the voting, okay? Because I know what to do here or not to do. Well, you know. So you continue along the trail. The undergrowth around you gets thicker with dense shrubs that snag at your legs as you pass. Suddenly, there's a cracking sound beneath your feet, branches or something else. So you're going to jump clear. You leap ahead just in time as pitfall caves in beneath you. You look back to see a gaping hole with which you have fallen into. Keep moving. Keep moving when you find something else. Alright, so let's... Don't want to duck. Try and jump clear. No, we did there as well. We did there as well, okay. Okay. The thing is, I don't think we can get out of this. I think we have to go back to here. I think we have to go back to there. There was one thing. There was one thing, okay? Here, it says, no, duck won't work. So you can ask, here it asks, okay, it says, do you want to heal up? And at this point we said yes. So we pray to our spirit animal. And we can't use the spirit animal for a while, okay? So we're not going to pray, we're just going to walk on. So now I'm going to cross the bridge. We're going to pick a flower. We're going to continue on. Go here. We're going to maybe eat some provisions but not stay there. Yeah, C9. Then we're going to back up and move on. Go here. Jump clear. Or should we stop still? Because we're gonna fall in it anyway, aren't we? Yeah, and then we get captured, and then we end up here. Okay. There's a point here where we can pray. Now everything else, everything we do here has no relevance at all. It makes no difference, as far as I can tell. Because last time, okay. I can have a look for you and see if it's in the track listing. Alright, we're in 19 minutes, which is Tomb Raider Underworld. It's the Sunken Corridors. There you go, something different. Okay, so now there's no point checking your head for injuries because we're tied up. It doesn't tell you that you're tied up, but you're tied up. I'll try it anyway, but now it's going to tell us we're tied up. Find your arms cannot move. The numbers in your hands loss of blood. You are tied and bound. Your captors seen you struggle, race over and surround you. One prods you with the base of his spear, judged by what they wear. And the next day are headhunters. Can't cast a spell. We can try and talk to them. It won't work. We can wait. It's all the same stuff. We're going to end up in a bamboo crate. Now we can pray for aid. Now we can do. Now last time we couldn't do this. It's the only thing that we can do different here is praying for aid. So. There's nothing you can do but wait. An hour or so passes, during which time you are left alone. Then suddenly, the little men return and lift you up onto their shoulders. You are carried swiftly into the center of the headhunter settlement. There is much commotion. Several natives rush off to fill a large pot with water to be heated over a fire. Meanwhile, you are thrown into a bamboo cage and still tied and guarded by a strong warrior. So, really, if you pray for aid, like 8 choices back and then go this way, no matter what you do, you're gonna die. Now that seems reasonably harsh to me. But let's pray for aid and see if it makes any difference. Yeah, you concentrate. Clear your mind and level your soul. You lift a prayer to your spirit, the fox. Your spirit offers freedom, escape, and an aid for wanderers. You require all 3. But nothing happens. You trial again, but it seems your spirit has abandoned you. Perhaps an land is lost after all. Maybe something different is going to happen. It does. Yeah, I know, Onion, but you know, I know the branches of this particular tree. You try to maintain your calm and wait, searching for an opportunity, but one does not come. After an hour or so, the crowd of hunters have gathered. So you try and spring on them, doesn't matter, you get thrown into a pit and you die. Whoa! No! Okay, alright, this is different. This is different! This is different! I don't know, Spuzzy. I don't know. I think it just goes into our inventory. But no, this is different. This is different. Yes, they do. All Twit, this is due. So you prepare to spring at them. As soon as they unlock the cage, one of the hunters opens the door, and you hurl your weight forward and knock the small man down. But the other headhunters see your attack. You are beset by not 2, but 20 headhunters. They grab your arms and legs and arms even. You are powerless once more, and now it changes. Then it happens. Dark clouds rumble. So now is a vote, by the way. Resume voting. Dark clouds rumble in low over the camp. When they are directly overhead, they release a torrential downpour, dousing the fire. The headhunters run around, trying to cover the flame, and for a moment they drop you, and the water collecting on the floor loosens your bindings. That's useful. I don't know how that really works, but there we go. The rain is causing confusion in the village. The headhunters are running for shelter. Run into the woods, or get my belongings first. Now, your belongings are a page with half a spell on it, a flower, a sword. We've still got 13 gold on us and 3 rations, so they're still theirs. And that's about it. So, you don't have a lot of belongings, but we can always reload if it doesn't work. Not to, you know, but this is one of those sort of things where this was supposed to be one of the harder books. Grab booty. Okay, we're going to grab booty. Get my belongings first. You dive quickly back to the hut from which you were brought. All your belongings are still there. You grab them and race back out of the hut. A headhunter blocks your path. Knock him down or find another way. I suppose so. This sounds like Pillars of Eternity. I'm gonna get distracted by this music all the time now. Oh no, it's oh wait. Where are we now? 25. It is! It's Pillars of Eternity. Sorry. Yeah, I definitely played it. I should mention now, actually, that I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow because I have friends round for a game. So I'll probably be streaming on Tuesday. Dead. Okay, knock him down! You knock him down with all your force and he goes sprawling. Then you are clear of the hut. You run and keep running until you are deep in the woods, but you're also hopelessly lost. Still, you have your hide. And now you are on your own. You have called on your spirit's help, and while the powers above were giving, they are not generous, and they will not help you again for some time. Come to a stop in a field of long grass almost over your head. But which way will you go? There is no time to get your bearings. Uphill or downhill? Who's Baldur's Gate 2? Archmage's been doing Baldur's Gate 1. Is that what you mean? That's what you mean, isn't it? Yeah, play it. You know, I won't be there. So you'll just have to cope without me somehow. In this case, the dice is well, don't go on stream and just cry. I mean that you're gonna go uphill. Okay. You race around the curve of the hill, crashing through a thin line of trees until you are quite sure you have not been followed. But where are you now? Oh, we've run all the way over there. I like that. All the way over there. Run! It saves all the time. It saves every choice, which is why we can go backwards and forwards in time. Oh, pretty twigs breaking again. Yeah, it saves every. Then we can go backwards and forwards. Promotion, yes. The path climbs again up a low hill, covered over with thick bushes and shrubs that snag at your clothing. Halfway up, you hear a sound. Twigs breaking. Freeze or keep walking. Now, last time there was twigs breaking, we had to, well, keep walking because it was falling underfoot. But as one person wrote this, maybe they're like, well, this time I'm going to have twigs breaking and I'm going to make them, freezing is the best thing. Who knows? Hi, Kaiser. How are you? Thanks for joining. Baldur's Gate 2. Freeze. 7. Are walking. 6. We're gonna freeze. It's a cute little kitty. It's a cute little kitty. Oh, you freeze as a large creature the size of a bear emerges directly in front of you. It has black and white fur, a long bushy tail, and trails up behind. It growls menacingly. Oh, can't we just pet it? I mean, look at it. It's not that bad, is it, really? A man bear pig. Oops. Not that one. Yeah, that. Okay. Prepare to attack! Try and edge around it. Sorry, you couldn't see the. Attack it or try and avoid it, basically. The man bear pig. I think it looks all right, doesn't it? Large creature the size of a bear. So it's a big cat-like creature that's got a skunk's tail. It's the size of a bear. You're doing a good job, Narma. In fact, probably on par, if not better than Snorted. to say. Yes. Yes, if they randomly come across them, yes, I imagine so. Yeah, he was alright. You know, I think you were better. You're better. You did okay. Well, okay, we're gonna edge around it. Oblivion. I'm trying to guess all these music tracks now. Perhaps if you were careful, you can slip around it. Oh, edge around to the left or the right. Oh, man, okay. See, this is really difficult because there's absolutely no way you can gauge which is the best choice. There's nothing at all to suggest, like, in any... Yeah, which, well, no, it probably does, but that's the thing. You've got nothing to gauge it on. Yeah, maybe it's blind on one side. I mean, that's true, but you don't know that. You've got no idea. So, a little less forgiving since you can just turn back. Yeah, it was also, like, supposed to be one of the more difficult books to play. Because it came out, you know, deep into the series, and it was a series of 4, so it's supposed to be like, you know, like a really, really deep adventure. Alright, try and left. Leaving the main trail, you slip through the shrubs around the creature. The path is clearly... okay, there you go. Its patch is clearly the square of dirt through which the path leads. It watches you to ensure you don't come too close. But it doesn't attack. After a few minutes of this, you're on the other side and able to continue. Great. Oh, far great, but this one is least forgiving. Okay. Yeah, there are a lot of insta-deaths. We've already found a couple of them. You think it was there for long enough, the path would like naturally just be somewhere else, wouldn't it? As everybody just avoided the creature and started making another path in the grass. But hey, I guess we might be like the first or second person to come this way. The path leads down another valley and back up another hill. 2 hours pass. And now we're in Christ at Anti. It's okay. The sun is now just past its zenith, and everywhere a dusty heat rises from the baked earth. You begin to think about where you will stay for the night. Another night of walking will leave you exhausted. But then you see a small village set into the hill. Move on, or look at it. Yeah, so it's Christatanti. Anybody want to go to Christatanti? Witcher. Okay, let's look at it. Smoke rises from the stacks. The houses are well set with stone at their bases and thatched roofs of grasses and thick leaves. There is unusually more than just the one street running through the centre of town, but it is as though this place, once rich, has had its heart scooped away. Litter surrounds the buildings, and on the edge of the village are rows and rows of empty abandoned houses. You continue your slow trudge along the path. Oh. Enter the village or avoid the village? Yeah, that's a good question actually, Narima. If someone's like trying to vote but they're not like getting time, then let us know. Just opportunity here as well. We've got 13 gold, 3 rations, as well as 13 gold pieces, as we say. Velvet page with Ka on it. And a red flower. For some reason, there's music in the inventor screen. I don't know why, but there is. Into the village. And why not? You walk into the village. Young hill dwellers pass you and stare at your strange clothes. Look at them! Or ignore them. So they're like gazing at you, staring at you, like just like stare back. Yeah, then you end up at a staring contest. I think I know how this one might be going, but yep, we're going to peep at them. Look at the people. Their odd attire is rough by comparison to your gear. They wear their hair long but piled up on their heads. These people are ghastly poor. The village is like a ghost town, here on the knife edge of the backlands. You want to go walk in an alehouse or rest at an inn? Talk in an alehouse. Talk in an alehouse or rest at an inn. Just get super drunk. Would resting restore stamina? Yes, I believe every time you rest you get 2 stamina back. Our maximum stamina is 14. But of course, every time you rest there might be something bad happens, so... But that is the choice, sleep or booze. What sort of people are watching the stream? Let's find out. You restore stamina when resting if you've eaten something. Ah, okay. Anything you do, something bad might happen. Yes, you walk down the road, you trip and you die! Ale house is the way we're gonna go. Well, the choices are greet the owner or ignore him, but let's just... Yeah, we are. Walking down the single road, you quickly find a hut with its front covering pulled wide open and the smell of brewed beer coming from inside. You go in. Several hill dwellers are here, talking gruffly. When you enter, they watch you with understandable caution. The owner of the hut comes over to you. Welcome to Christ at Anti. He declares, "What do you want?" Greet the owner, ignore him, and sit with the hill dwarves. it's just Christianity. As soon as we're away from this place, the better, quite frankly. Oh, you're all going to go and see him. That's nice. Welcome. What do you want? An evening's rest and a drink to wet my throat, you reply. Ale is one piece. Please sit. You go over to the table where the hill dwellers are. Sit with the oldest man. Sit with the youngest man. So, does our character prefer the older man? Or does she sort of, you know... That's not quite what I was going for. Wow. 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 Yeah. You know, I was thinking more like, you know, like between like oldest being 50 and the youngest being 20. Character development going on here. Okay, yeah, well, although honestly, you know, the way you put that, I think that was only going to go one way. Although, I don't know. So, sit with the oldest man. You turn your attention to the oldest man on the table. Whatever face he once had is lost in a labyrinth of wrinkles, and his skin is the colour of tanned hide from a lifetime of beating sun. Greetings, old man. Or what are you looking at? Hello, Kitten King. Where are you? I saw someone. Ah, hello. Yes, yay for Necro, indeed. Indeed. I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you doing? See, it's not even saying that he's looking at you. I suppose like he would be, since you just... I suppose it has said that, hasn't it? Because as you came in, they all looked at you and watched you with caution. And they're just, yeah, we've got one as well. So that's nice. Gonna play Talisman tomorrow. The board game. Greetings! So that's why I'm not streaming. He raises his mug in salute. Stranger, his face is... Gravelly? Like the dusty dirt that lines the streets of his town. Where are you from? You smell of vegetable stock. I am from Amland. Doesn't matter. Don't answer him. Now this is going to be a challenge. 3 choices! 3 choices, everyone. Indeed. It was 2 years ago, I think, that we played it, or 3, I can't remember, but we've got a slightly different route this time, which I'm pleased about, I think. Because I'd forgotten that I'd done this until I loaded it up. I thought, oh yeah, we'll play Sorcery. And then so I said we're going to play Sorcery and loaded it up. I was like, I've done this before. Where are you from? You smell of vegetable stock. I come from Anland. Doesn't matter. Or don't answer him. I like how in all the years of like these limited responses, you basically get to be either kind of nice, kind of a dick. That's what it boils down to. And land. That's pretty much what all role-playing games boil down to, is your character kind of nice, but kind of a dick. I come from Anland. Not many cross through the Cantapani gate in either direction, if you know what I'm saying. I understand you. Anland must be kept safe. Yes. Content to dependent Bantigy. I don't think these people have cheese, Onion. That's a good point, but I don't think it was an insult. It was just like it's just quite, you know, I don't get out much. Don't talk to strangers very often, so it's just blatantly honest in his dealings with people. So, hey, you stink. No offense, you just do. Nope, nope, nope. There you go. Oh, Nightbot's falling out with you now. Invalid parameter specified. Oh no. Nightbot is broken. No. Invalid parameter specified. There we go. I understand you. He grins, picks his teeth with a fingernail. They say there's a war coming. Something to do with a crown. Not if I can help it. I seek that crown. What crown? This is kind of a nightmare for Narume, because it's like 2 lines of dialogue and then more votes! More votes! Nope. Crown. Crown? Yes. Yes. I mean, at least this, you do have something to go on. It's not just a random choice, like left or right, because you know these people are poor. So they're probably, you know, maybe like quite resentful of richer people, especially, you know, or a richer country at least. So, you know, you're not just going blind here. You kind of have some kind of gauge. This guy's like really old, but he's, you know he's friendly because he's grinning and stuff. So at least you have something to bounce off of. Whereas it's like there's an horrible creature in front of you. Gonna go left or right? What? What? Well, how am I supposed to know? What? Okay, we're gonna plead ignorance. Crown? You ask cautiously. The crown of kings, he says. They say it's how a leader leads. Without the crown on your head, no one will follow you. The crown can raise an army from the farmyard or command a population to walk into the sea. Sounds like a bad idea if you ask me, but someone's got to wear it. I'd rather they were in Anland than Manpang. Sip your beer. The old man exchanges glances with the younger man sitting opposite. So you can talk to the young man now. Ask the old man about the area, or just cut your losses and leave the inn. Ah. Oh, amusing. You did a fantastic job, Narma. Now you got the hang of it. Yeah, the poles are really good. So now we're in an army of, I think we've got our pole makers, haven't we? Of course, if anyone wants to volunteer, I wouldn't, you know, discount it entirely, but we've got 2 very good pole makers. Yeah, maybe we could sort of like do it as like an alternative week thing, unless one of you isn't available. We are going to talk to the young man. You thank him for the conversation. You catch the young man's eye. He moves over to be right beside you, close enough to whisper in your ear, but you don't quite catch what he says. Are you curious what he just said? Or do you want to just, like, get the hell away from me? Freaking weirdo. You may be the first woman of age this guy's seen, like, in all his life or something, you know? Suppose if you're from a different country as well, if he's never seen a foreign girl, it'd be quite exotic to him. Or maybe it's something. So I don't. To be honest, I don't think it's that sort of book. So I don't think we need to worry about that. Just being corrupted. Basically, this is quite. Well, apart from the killing and the head shrinking and stuff, they're basically not sexual books. Okay, is what I'm saying. So I don't know what I'm trying to make up that they are. I know. Well, you know. You catch his eyes. He moves over to you, right beside you, close enough to whisper in your ear, but you don't quite catch what he says. No. Repeat that. Okay. The man giggles to himself, unexpectedly. Leaning again, so close you can smell the fumes in his breath, he declares, "Snattercats." He collapses in a fit of giggles once more. Whatever the logic is, you cannot see it. Snattercats! So, what do you mean? Or tell me about the village. Snattercats. Yeah, well, you know. Maybe this guy's gonna profit something. An option to punch him. Well, you know, you could say, "What do you mean?" And then if he says "Snattercats" again, then you could maybe punch him. Don't know. It's not a cat. What? What do you mean? What are you talking about? The man nods twice, then drinks deeply from his beer to wet his throat. Or perhaps not, because he puts the mug down once more. And once more. Because as he puts the mug down once more, he says nothing. Just fidgets with his fingers and occasionally grins in your direction. What's wrong with you? Ask one of the other dwellers about this man. A good thing we didn't start with him. Yes, it is, isn't it? You know, at least we know some people are saying here. They're not all like this guy. It's a good point, FK. So what's wrong with you? Or just asks, is this guy okay? Could I be wasting my time here? I got a bit of a reputation. In any sort of way you want to mention? He could well be drunk. Hello, soldier. You been recording lately or anything? Or singing, or what have you been up to? Okay, we're gonna ask one of the dwellers about him. Okay. You catch a woman's arm nearby. What's wrong with this man? You demand. He shrugs, slipping free of your grasp. Every village has one. Doesn't mean we're all like that. Good stock we are. She flutters her eyelids. Now she's flirting with us. You get back to your feet. The young man giggles to himself but does not attempt to stop you. Why would she flutter her eyelids? Anyway, finish my beer and leave. You make to leave the inn. The owner stops you, holding out his hand. Pay him a gold piece. Knock him aside. Yeah, we didn't ask for a bill, did we? Would you like to pay, or would you like to run away? What, do you mean you want me to pay for the beer? Now, we didn't say the beer was bad or anything, did it? It was just, it's beer. Also, we've been walking all day without any food, and then we have a beer. So I imagine that's going to go straight to our head. So our nameless protagonist is now pissed. You had cheese to start the day? Yeah, but then we'll be walking all day, you know, and I don't imagine having a beer after walking all day is a good idea. Or maybe it is. Depends what you want the result to be. Back to work. I've heard of paladins. I don't know much about it though. We're gonna pay. You guys are nice. 100% of you want to pay. Pay him his gold piece and step out into the street. You look this way and that, trying to decide what to do next. When you realize the old man has joined you once more, he grabs your shoulder and presses a fruit into your hand. Boomer, he declares through fermented breath. I grow them myself. Good for the stomach. He pats your belly and walks away, swaying lightly. Me too. Look at the fruit or move on? A bomb? I try and do that meme with both my real friends. My older friends and my friends from work. I try and do that meme with both of them, but none of them have played Deus Ex. But none of them get it. I'm like, a bomb? And they're all just like, yeah, a bomb. I'm like, oh, play decent games! God damn it. Yeah, let's dive your nose into the ripe fruits. We're just gonna look at it, okay? You feel your insulin. Yeah, well, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Illusion of choice anyway, though, so to be honest with you, to be quite frank with you, especially in this book, I'm not too sure how much of a difference it'll make, especially with something like this. Yeah, I know. You turn the old man's gift over in your hands. It is a thick, rounded fruit that keeps well and will be highly nourishing when you decide to eat it. The only drawback is its incredible weight. Now evening and time to sleep. Maybe we can lob it at something. Not a missile. It's time to sleep. So we can sleep outside or we can find an inn. As there is no actual inventory in this game, I'm not sure how that's really going to affect something. So sleep outside, or find an inn. I like your insight, Swit. I do. I really like it. I remember, like, I know full well at the end, like up here, that no matter what we do, we have to fight the Manticore. I'm pretty sure it's a Manticore, and it's a tough fight. Spoiler warning, I know, but even so, it's there, and we have to do it. It's the end boss of the. I mean, we're like a couple of streams away from that, but I know it's a thing. I know. So I want to, basically, I want to be strong enough to fight the Manticore, okay? Because I'm going to have to fight it. That's why I'm telling you. So, that's why regaining our stamina is important. Just saying. Just saying. Because there's a tough fight at the end of the book. Nope. Right, bot. You'll always have 20 stamina by the time you reach the fight. Oh. Well, that's good to know. Now, that is a spoiler. That is a spoiler. Because that means everyone was like, oh, well, fine, we don't have to bother resting then, don't we? So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to go at the end. You stop a passerby and ask for an inn. They lead you there directly. The woman who runs the place stands in the doorway with her arms folded. Are you from the king? She demands. No, I'm a mere traveller. I'm on a mission for the king. So, I am a mere traveller. I think I am on the mission for the king. I think that's the true one. It's all a bit like obscure, like what the actual plot is. I know we got to go and get the crown of kings because it was stolen by this git who wants to rule the world. That's basically it. Why we couldn't just take it for ourselves at the end? Maybe we could, you know. Maybe we could. But I don't know. We're a long way away from that. Oh, alright. 3-all. Brilliant. So, I'm going to say we're a mere traveller because that is our... Because we didn't... Back at the inn, we were like, what crown? So now I can't be like, I'm on the mission for the... So, you know. I'm going to plead ignorance, I think. Yes, FK. That's the one. The woman narrows her eyes at you. This is a guest house, the best in this village. Only guests stay, and any guest of mine knows it costs 3 gold pieces to host a traveller overnight, and 2 to feed them. But it's all between friends. Any guest of mine knows it costs 3 gold pieces to host a traveller overnight, and 2 to feed them. So it wants 5 gold. Take a room. Need to eat first. I'm just going to go elsewhere. What do you guys think? You think is spending the gold worth it? You know, maybe we'll find something really cool in here. You know, maybe we'll get something for staying here that's worth the 5 or 3 gold, because, you know, we can take the room without eating and just spend 3. Still a lot of the gold, but... Yeah, well, 2 to feed them could be supper and breakfast, so it's 1 each, so that kind of works. But, you know, it should be a really nice room for that. But, Dungeon Keeper 2. No. Or Baldur's Gate. Out of like a hoax. No, 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 no. Okay, we're gonna just take a room. Okay. I'll take a room. The woman shows you the way upstairs to a room. There are 3 other guests already staying and asleep, and you settle quickly. The bed is not clean, but it is comfortable, and after a long day and all its narrow escapes, you are grateful beyond measure for the rest. Yeah, it has been a long day, hasn't it? Really? You know? Because we avoided 2 traps. Oh no, we didn't avoid any trap actually in that case. But we got captured. We almost got eaten, and then we almost got eaten again by a cat thing. So we went for a few drinks. It's been a long day. Sleep. 14 stamina. Your dreams are vivid once again. You are somewhere hot, as if swimming in a pool of lava. Now there's hot, okay? And then there's swimming in a pool of lava, okay? I mean, that's really hot, okay? Lava is freaking hot, game. You know? So what? You're screaming in agony? But anyway, I mean, that's pretty hot. Anyway, and actually, you couldn't swim in lava because it's too dense. You would just like rise on the top of it. You wouldn't be able to sink into it. Anyway, the smell of herbs and cumin is thick in your nostrils, and all around you, hungry mouths are crying out to be fed. Meanwhile, you are falling endlessly down and down into a deep pit in the ground. Yes. And in the distance, a deep voice is booming with laughter. Long, cruel fingers of one hand are curled around the metal frame of a crown, and with the other he beckons you forward, as if into a trap. Dun dun dun! And we're off. What in sauna? You wake early and sit for a moment, in no great hurry to leave the village. It is now the 3rd day of your journey, and the muscles in your legs are feeling lean and strong from so much walking. You spent a short while enjoying the peace, and then unhurriedly collect your possessions and set off along the path. That's nice. The village is surrounded by several miles of fields. It sits in a well-protected ring of hills and is close enough to the river to be reasonably prosperous. I thought it was poor. I thought it was like rubbish everywhere. But if you come from this direction, it's fine. As you follow the path between lines of sunbaked crops, you come to a fork in the road. The right-hand way leads past a set of outbuildings, while the left heads directly off into deep woodland. Do you want to go to enter the woods or between the buildings? So, basically, do you want to go up here and to the ruins of Liakai, and then on to Dumfus? Or do you want to go into the woods of Mediki Forest, where there's a building here, and then it also goes to... So we have to go here. It's whether you want to go into the forest or to the ruins of Liakai, essentially, and there's a cave there as well. Whichever one you want. Mount Doom or Vancone Forest? Yes. Fair enough. Yeah, they're all going to lead here. In Dumpus. Great name. Okay. See what you guys decide. Vancone Forest it is. Your journey is too important to slow down by talking to locals. You must pass unseen, and so you disappear into the jungle of tall trees. That doesn't really work with the last paragraph, but we'll go with it. For a short while the sun is fervorous, and then you are between the trees once more and everything becomes cool. Still. You walk for several hours uneventfully. This is land that has never settled or explored. Very few travel this way. In places, bushes and shrubs have grown over the path. You want to move cautiously or hack your way through? Yeah, it's quite, isn't it? So I wonder if you start hacking, whether the trees will come alive and kick your ass. Maybe we'll find out. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, damn it. I could call that one. Yeah, I know. I know. Oh, we're gonna move cautiously. I guess we won't wake the Ents then, will we? No. We could have had Ents, but no, we'll have a fork in the road. You pick your way carefully forward, moving slowly but silently between the trees. If there are any beasts nearby, you should be able to wring their necks without them hearing you approach. You come to a fork in the road, still deep in the forest. Okay. Someone has thought to make a sign, perhaps as a guide, or perhaps as a warning. The way to the right is marked for Dumfus. Left points to Aliana. Neither way seems the better trod. You will have to choose. You want to go into the mysterious cabin in the woods? I'll press on to Dumfus. Food or ladies is a very tough choice. That's a tough one. Yeah, I know. I'm considering. I'm really considering. I guess food. I decided. I didn't take long. Good. I'm liking this music and everything, and the ambience from the game is quite nice. There's just not enough of it. I mean, that's really nice, like the bird song and everything in the woods. Ladies, ladies, it is. I was hoping you'd go this way. You know, I wanted to see what this was. Because we're going to go north anyway to the other one, so I might as well go here for this extra thing. See what they come up with. The path winds between trees that get greener and more lush. You must be closer to the river here, although you cannot hear the water. After about half an hour's walk through dappled shade, you come across a well-built hut. Flowers decorate its walls, and the door has been painted with ornate designs. The path ends here. We do have a flower! Anyway, knock on the door, scout around it, turn back. If this lady likes flowers, we're like, have a flower! She'd be like, oh thanks, come in. I won't eat you now. Maybe. Knock on the door, scout around it, turn back. Maybe there's some point in the past where you could have heard about this name and know about it. You know, if we'd have gone a different route, that'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? So then, you know, if you've gone a different route and got a bit of knowledge, you could make a more educated choice about what's going on here. I'd like to think that that's the case at some point. It's alright, we're not children. So, we'll be alright. Yeah, that's true. If we asked about the old man in the about the area. I suppose, yeah, no, if you just say whether you can learn more about it, Allswit, then, yeah, go ahead. Right, we're going to scout around it. But I reckon what Spazwolf was right, you know, You know, if we ask about the area, he might know about the witch in the forest, or whatever. Yeah, that's cool. That's nice. You perform a swift circuit around the hut, but find nothing unusual or concerning. It seems to be what it is, a hut set by itself deep in the forest. But for someone survive out here on their own, surrounded by the beasts of the jungle. It's a jungle now, not a forest. They must be someone quite powerful. So, knock on the door, or turn back. So yeah, I suppose we just got a little bit more insight into the person who must live here. They must be quite powerful. I don't know how it could be racist, Lodash. Witches aren't a race. Yeah, so I think you're alright there. Yeah, we're all calling you out on that one, Dash. Well, that's true. You're not racist. Yeah. I don't mean to be racist, but I don't really like dogs as much as cats. That's speciesist. Could count as sexist. Yes, it could. I don't mean to be racist, but I don't really like pineapple on pizza. Something like that, you know. You know? I might start doing that. I do like pineapple on pizza, by the way. Yeah, we're going to knock on the door. Of course we are. I think we're all this way just to turn back. Knock on the door. Oh, you knock on the door. There's no reply. Turn back or open the door. A sorcerer, probably? A wizard? Yeah, it's wizard, isn't it? Witch and wizard. But wizards are generally like thought of as... Or a warlock, yes, maybe. Yeah, it's probably warlock, because, you know, wizards are more kindly thought of, aren't they? Yeah, so it's warlock, isn't it? Yeah, it's witches and warlocks. Well, this is not porn, okay? This is not porn. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering, like, where the word warlock actually came, though. You know, like, came from in English, where the origin of the word appears, because that will tell you what a warlock is, you know, rather than any fantasy tropes. Yeah, I know. Sad thing, Hugh, but it's true. Yeah, obviously we're going to go in. I don't know why I even bother waiting for that. To open the door. Wait a minute, it's open the door, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that means open the door. I actually don't really know what your what those mean anymore. But yeah, I'm going in. Open. Okay, fine. Open the door. You push open the door and stride inside. Dramatic music. The hut is neatly laid out. You detect the touch of a fastidious woman. Chairs are set around a table, as if for guests. A mattress lies in one corner, and a large kitchen area indicates that whoever lives here, they are fond of cooking. Take what I can or call out. Yes. So, take all that I can, just grab stuff and run. Or, go, hello? Is anybody there? So you're either a thief or a victim, basically. Which one do you want to be? That's true. That is true, FK. That was a slight spoiler within the writing. So you know there's a woman here, basically. Because the writers decided to put the... Okay, there's a woman living here. Tell you why, because this was made in the 80s and there's a big kitchen. So, has to be a woman. That's it. Okay. Hello? Is anybody there? A voice answers quickly. Who's there? Who's that? Ignore it. Why would ignore it be a choice? Why would... Locate the speaker. I warn you, I am armed. Okay, so ignore it. I mean, maybe just pick that just to see what would happen. You know? It's like calling to someone. I'm like, oh, Jeff. And Jeff turns to you and says, what? And you're just like... Just completely blank him as soon as he addresses your call. Poor Jeff. Locate the speaker. Or, I warn you, I am armed. But what would you wise people choose? Armed and legged. Yes. Yes, that's true. 2 of each. I'm waiting. I know what I'm saying, but I'm just waiting with bated breath about what you guys are gonna pick, because these are all potentially like really interesting choices. So we're not gonna ignore it. We are going to locate the speaker. Looking into a corner hidden by a large cupboard, you see a cage in which a young woman is imprisoned. Good stranger, she pleads, let me out of this cage, I beg you. Get her out. What happened to you? I'm sure you're there for a reason. Ooh, the plot thickens. And yes, I know about the porn analogy. I know that this is like completely. Oh, I'm all caged up and helpless. What can I do to convince you to let me out? Anyway. Get her out. What happened to you? I'm sure you're there for a reason. You gonna be nice? You gonna be inquisitive? Or you gonna be a git, basically? I'm sure, Dash. I'm absolutely sure. If it was Dash, well, I suppose I could ask you, because this is asking what you would vote. But if it was, what would you say? What would be the next line in a porn movie? I think he might have done. What happened to you? Despite, you know, what's been said within the stream, you guys seem to be playing this pretty... sensibly, and that's good. So, what happened to you? You move over to the cage, quite shocked. What happened to you? Oh, good stranger, she wails. I've been locked up here for 2 days. It was Elvins that did it. Those mischievous, prankful Elvins. Please, you must help me. I have not eaten, and they've left me here, where I can see all my cooking things, but I cannot reach them. I'll help you. If I let you go, what do I get in return? Yes, so, but, you know, let's just, because we know that Elvins, we've heard about Elvins from the guy in the tree, and we know that they are mischievous elves who are always up to stuff. So this seems to coincide with that pretty well. However, this could also be a trap. Is it not sexy? Well, maybe it wasn't supposed to be. Never ask for reward first. Video games have taught us that. Well, we'll be good. I'll help you. Of course, we're a woman, aren't we? So I wouldn't say it like that. You wouldn't say it like that, but going over to the cage, you try the door. It's locked, of course. Use magic or break the lock. Right, let's just check the magic and just see before we start voting on stuff, okay? So, use magic. Let's see what magic we could try. So, Zap creates a lightning. Boss field. None. Alright, let's do mind control, fireball, invisible wall. But I'm sure there's something else that we can do. You have an unlock spell? Yeah, I'm just looking for it. There. Dop. The spell may be used to open any locked door. Casting the spell works directly on the lock. Tumblers and door may be opened freely. If the door is bolted from the inside, the bolts will be undone. The spell will not work on doors sealed by magic. The spell will not work on doors sealed by magic, so there's no point in doing that. There's no point in doing that one. It was another one. This will be good. How? Safest way of escape. We might need that in a bit. Combat. Illusion of treasure. So, it says here. It says there. Say? Oh no, the door is locked, of course. Alright, so we could use magic on it. No, the door, yeah, it doesn't say it was magic. I don't know why I thought I read that. So we could use magic on it. We could use the unlock spell. Or we could break the lock. It's up to you guys. So the spell should, as far as we know, yes, please, darn it. The spell should absolutely work. There's no reason why it shouldn't, apparently. Stop. Yeah. So if you want to do that, that's what I'll cast. Or we could just try and break it. It's completely up to you guys. Of course. Stand back, you declare, and roll up your sleeves. Stop. Duh. Hang on a minute. Was it Dop? Huh? It was Dop, wasn't it? Why? Stop. Oh, is it P? There? Oh, okay, P. You cast a spell over the lock and it begins to shiver. Like a small beetle, it hums and clicks as the tumblers turn and work. Then finally, it snaps open and drops to the floor. The woman claps her hands in delight. With the door open, she rushes out and throws her arms around you before backing off a pace and trying to regain her composure. Stranger, she declares, I am in your debt. Aliana will reward you. Will you take an aid in combat or mastery of magic? Cool. Magic or combat, everyone? That's pretty nice, isn't it? How about combat magic? Well, they're all kind of the same, really, aren't they? Some magic is used in combat. Please, a man you can ask for a kiss. Really? How does it differentiate in the book, though? Because in the book, I don't think you're only mine in the book. I see. Yeah, because I don't remember ever being asked in the. Well, in the book, you're just named as you, aren't you? It's just you. You're very rarely referred to like within the book as a gender. It's just you. But you are assumed to be male because this was made, you know, for like 12-year-old boys at the time. You know, like myself, basically. Although I wasn't 12, mid-80s, but you know what I mean. Anyway, arcane. Okay, magic. Very well. She rushes quickly over to a wall and opens a panel you had not seen before. Takes out a small box, which she places in your hands with a smile. No tricks, she says with a smile. More smiles. These things will aid you if you know how they are meant to be used. Open the box or do not accept it. Oh, a bit rude, wasn't it? If we, yeah, you put the Pandora, is that you? Oh, I like it. I like the reference. I like the reference, Dharma. I think I know the reference. Yeah, the reference might be a little bit too obscure, but basically, be foolish is open the box. Which may not be foolish, so I question the wisdom of putting that. You know, put in. You're a fool to pick this option when you're making the. You know, it might not be the best thing to name a choice, especially when it's probably the right choice. To be frank. Yes, well, we'll see. We'll see. Not that I want to influence, but open the box. But you know, it might be poison, might be gas. And it'll be in the cooking pot again. Again. Okay, we're gonna be foolish and open the box. Might be. Here we go. So, it contains a small vial of glue, a pair of strange-looking nose plugs, and 4 small pebbles. You pocket them and give back the empty box. The lady has been freed. It seems there is nothing much more to keep you here from your quest. Let's just very quickly. Well, I suppose I can do this first. Ask if you may eat. Would you share your food with me, or take my leave? Now, or will you share my food with me? So one's asking her to cook for you. One's saying, do you want some of my food? And one's just leaving. So we've got glue, those plugs, and four small pebbles, which are for our spells. So now we've got a vial of glue, we can cast Gum. Cause glue to become super sticky, as if it wasn't already. Sufficient to stick creatures to the floor or to walls by throwing the vial at a creature's feet. Okay. Shut up. We've also got pebbles. Pop. Potent little spell, one that we call for great mental concentration. The spell was we cast on small pebbles, which will then explode when thrown. Explosions produce great force as well as a loud bang. And Niff. Spell causes the air to fill with nauseating stench so vile that any creature casting a whiff will need to vomit. This includes the caster unless they are wearing nose plugs. So you don't need the spell, the nose plugs for the spell at all. You need to avoid the spell. The effect is more pronounced on creatures with large noses. Okay, so we can cast a couple more spells now. Pretty nifty. Share the candy cane. Run from the banquet. Would you like to share my food with me? She nods vigorously, and the two of you settle down at the table. It is a mockery of a family feast as you carefully divide some of your provisions, trying hard not to lose any morsels into the cracks in the wood. She eats ravenously, as do you, and finally you stand. I must be on my way, you tell her. I have many more miles to cover today. Of course. Please, before you go, she holds something out, a small bag of coins. Take it, leave it, give her the flower in exchange. Now that would not appear unless we had the flower, but the flower could be used for something else. Later on. I don't know. Obviously. From what I know about these books, the flower probably isn't used for anything else. But it might be. I was saying probably from what I know about the other books, but this is slightly different. Different kind of book. You know, it's a bit harsher, but eviler to the player, basically. May or may not get another one. Yeah. Yeah, the pebbles are magic grenades. Pretty nice. Though you wouldn't have thought pebbles would be that rare in the game, would you? And yet these 4 pebbles, specifically. Give her the flower. You fish in your pack and produce the red flower, plucked from the meadow yesterday. A little faded from your travels, but still holds a delicate shape. Aliana claps her hands and takes it from you, rushing to put it in water. You take the bag of gold pieces. She comes back, smiling. One more thing. One more thing. She's going. Moving around the table, she leans over to you and pecks you on the cheek, whispering, I am Aliana the Witch, and I have killed a good many men with my sorcery, but I choose not to kill you today. Go in peace. Oh, that's nice of her. Then she steps back, and her face is as soft and peaceful as it ever was. Did you imagine her words? Or certainly not. Time then to leave. Let's get the hell out of here. That's true, we're not a man. Well, maybe that's why she chose not to kill us. Anyway. You quickly step aside, retrace your steps to the last junction where you turn to take the path to Dumfus. And that, everybody, is where we're going to have to leave it for this week. Sorry, everyone. That was good. That was, I mean, that was I would say that, yep, not a choice. This here was a massive success. So well done, everybody, for that. And we didn't actually die once we got through this, which was just like death. So this bit is death. I like how we skipped over there. That was kind of nice. But yeah, shiny pebbles and loot and gold. So we're doing all right, I think. We're doing pretty okay. Yeah, I kind of like that as well. I reckon if we were mean to her, then she would have, you know, because it might have been a test of your character. So maybe she wasn't actually trapped, or maybe she was, but she still had the power to kill you or end you if you sort of turned on her or were, you know, a bit of a git. So I kind of like it, you know, that kind of played out the way that it did. Especially since we were doing it kind of blind and we didn't get any insight from the old man in the village. Okay, if you're watching on the V streams, I hope you enjoyed that, and I shall see you very soon. Doodle.